I'm Michael with Writer Sanctuary, and it's time to start the weekly vlog. So this year has been off to a little bit of a crappy start. I really haven't put much effort into anything that I wanted to. And I could blame some of it on depression, but in reality it all boils down to laziness. I can complain all day about how things that I've been trying to do aren't really panning out all that well, except for my client's website. But in reality, that's because I haven't really put in that much effort into it. However, I think it's time for a change. I need to get out of the headspace of, yeah, I made enough to pay the bills. But I'm still not really going as far with my other projects as I would like to. Hell, I've only put in a few hours of time trying to finish my novella on Wattpad after publishing the 7th chapter. And I did that like several weeks ago. In the grand scheme of things, if I want anything to get better, I have to put in the effort to do so. Which means I need to get focused and more motivated. Sure, I can pay the bills and have a few dollars extra left over for a little bit of fun money. And I do spend a lot of time with my retaining client to make sure all their needs are met. But the amount of time that I put into my other projects isn't really conducive to wanting more out of life. And this comes down to aiming for at least 30 hours a week on all the projects that I do. So I think that's going to be one of my ongoing goals. The trick is to find something that motivates you to take everything just a step further. I know it can be frustrating when things don't pan out, and for many of us this usually ends in quitting or jumping to another idea. Now, going on from one idea to the next isn't necessarily a bad thing, as long as you take the time to explore each one as you come across it. For me, I need to stop wishing I was more successful and actually do something about it, which for me winds up being time management. Now, time management is one of my greatest flaws. I do get into grooves here and there and do exceptionally well, but I easily get sidetracked with other things and wind up tossing my schedule and wallowing in self-pity or playing around on the internet. And at times, I feel like a failure because I don't practice what I preach. I need to get back into a solid flow and make something over the things that I have. I have plenty of time throughout the day to get done what I need to do. I just need to maintain my schedule. And I say that way too much. If I stick to my schedule, everything will fall into place. But then I never really focus on it as much as I should. And at the current rate, I'm going to be older than my mom when she published her first book by the time I've published mine. And in many ways, I feed into my own sense of imposter syndrome. Yeah, I can talk a big game, but usually it's my actions that don't support the knowledge that I have. I need to stop being content and start pushing for more. And the first part is practicing better time management. And the last thing I want to talk about is something that's been going on weird with one of my videos. A couple of weeks ago, one of my videos gained an incredible amount of attention. Well, incredible to me anyway. Take a look, this is what I'm talking about. As you can see, I only get a handful of views per video. And then this one referencing Chris Desktop had received far more views. Now normally, this would be kind of exciting. The problem is no one is actually watching the video. In fact, the average time is around 30 seconds, and it received a couple of dislikes. From what I can tell, most of these views are coming from Reddit. But I can't figure out from where and why people are starting the video only to stop it. Well, aside from the majority of Reddit users not liking the video. But why this particular video? Oh well, those who don't watch the video aren't necessarily my target audience anyway. The ones I care about are the ones who I help and who appreciate the content. The ones who find the videos engaging in some way. I just find it odd. So what are my writing goals for this week? Well, first of all, I want to work more than this year's weekly average. I only have a few days left in the week, but I'm pretty sure that it's in my grasp. Especially if I can figure out a way to put in a solid 8 hours a day. And number 2 is to write a little bit more of the last chapter of 7. This is my horror novel that's in Wattpad. Even if it's just a rough draft, get something out there just so I can work on it. Besides, it's not like I can't go back and spruce it up a bit. Number 3 is to push out more than 7,600 words this week. What's sad is I used to do this on a daily basis. Now the 7,600 mark is what I hit last week. I need to do more, whether it's for a client, Wattpad, or any of my blogs. The 4th thing I want to work on is to start laying out the basics for the podcast. This is something I still really want to do. I did a bit of research back in December about it, but I really didn't follow through with anything. I want to at least get the details hammered out. And number 5 is to expand this channel beyond TextBroker. Now don't get me wrong, I love TextBroker, but there's only so many videos I can do about the topic. And some people have expressed that I touch base on some of the other content mills that are out there. I'll still make TextBroker videos here and there, but I want to expand the channel into writing in general. So what are your goals for writing this week? Leave in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button and make sure you turn on the bell notifications. But this one was kind of boring today. I really didn't have much time to plan it all out. Not to mention that it takes me so long just to record it because I have so many jump cuts to do because I can't talk into a camera without stuttering. or stammering. My brain goes way faster than my mouth most times. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for me today. I'll see you tomorrow.